and the way you send it to an on-air studio is through a computer system again. And when it gets to the on-air studio, the way that the presenters play the audio out is from basically a hard disk machine, and they just have a big button marked go, and they just keep pressing go to play the audio. The way that Roger Phillips gets all his phone calls on for phoning at lunchtime is all done by computer. They flash up on the screen, people touch the screen, move the calls across. They're not even answering phones in like the old-fashioned sense. So certainly if you want to work in radio or broadcasting in any way now, before you even start on how you put the stuff on air, you need to understand the computers because it's a part of your day-to-day life.
Computer systems are completely and totally vital to every single aspect of the recording industry. Right? Without knowing systems like Pro Tools, Logic, Nuendo, or any of the digital audio workstations out there, you couldn't work in the industry, you wouldn't get a job. Just because every single studio, every aspect of the industry is run around computers. From tracking to mixing to mastering to the actual manufacturing of a compact disc, it's all computers. It's totally, completely dependent on it in every way.
The medical world. Steve McDonald, senior radiographer at the Royal Liverpool University Hospital, explained to us just how important IT is in the world of modern medicine and healthcare.
10 years ago, what would have happened was we'd have had a patient in an X-ray room for maybe 20 minutes to create one image. Now we can have that image created within a minute and a half. That patient has been seen and out, done, dusted and diagnosed a minute and a half. So it's made a massive difference on our workflows. When the kids are coming through and they've gone to university and then they come in to do radiography, because of all of our systems are based on IT, they can come in and they can start taking over those jobs straight away. Now, once again, 10 years ago, it used to be a case of who'd been doing that job the longest was the ones that were getting the promotions. They were the ones that get to go and do the CTs, the MR scans and that sort of stuff. Now, to my way of thinking, the best way forward is get them in and get them while they're still young. So if they've got a great background in IT, it makes their transition into the workplace so much easier, and that's very, very important to me as a departmental manager.
The sports world. From athletics and Formula One race times being recorded to the nearest thousandth of a second, to training measures to help improve and push the sportsman or woman to the absolute peak of their ability, computers and IT systems have become an invaluable part of sport today.
Our heart rate is monitored using a heart rate watch and a heart rate belt, and we have to upload that onto a system called SportsPlan, which my coaches at England and at Everton take a look at and see if I'm training at the right intensity, doing the right amounts of training, and whether I'm doing too much or too little, and how I can improve and get better as a player.
Match officials now in the Premier League will use software called Prozone, which enables our bosses in the Premier League and ourselves to analyse decisions that have been made during a match. 14 of the 18 grounds in the Premier League have Prozone, and what we'll be given at the end of each game is an analysis breakdown of all of the offside, onside decisions that we've made and where the balls have gone in and out of play. I've seen the massive advantages of professional sport as a match official using ICT to drive improvements and to drive up standards, and I think as a school, in terms of learning and teaching, or teaching and learning with the youngsters, I think anything that brings fun, excitement, and in this case, immediacy, so a child can see almost instantly how they've performed, and it brings the whole thing to life. So rather than just talking about it, the kids can feel it, they can see it, and I just think the whole experience will improve learning here at Cardinal Heenan.
For the last 40 years, we've lived through inkwells, blotters, chalkboards and dusters, biros and pencils, overhead projectors, exercise books and red pens. At last, in the 21st century, thanks to the training our students and staff have received, Cardinal Heenan has its own Second Life island. Students and staff are recording into the VLE through Nanogon. There's e-portfolios for submitting work, an online common room, WizIQ, podcasting, online gradebooks, and the living world of our own radio station. But surely this is only the start of many more things to come. And as time continues and technology continues to develop, Cardinal Heenan will continue to be ahead of the game and prepare our students for their future.